So a couple of days before the launch of Star Wars Hunters, there was an article posted by PocketGamer.com, and they interviewed Rich Kemp and a few other of the senior leadership team for Star Wars Hunters. And in that, Rich said that they want enough runway to be able to tell stories that give them full flexibility that can be developed over time, with the game hopefully lasting at least a decade. So I just wanted to touch on that final bit there about the game lasting for a decade, and just talk about what kind of content we can expect to see and if that's realistically going to happen. But before I get into it, make sure you are subscribed to the channel with the notification bell turned on so that you don't miss out on a single piece of Star Wars Hunters content. So let's start off with the more fun part of what kind of stuff can we actually expect. Well, now that Season 1 is finally here for Star Wars Hunters, we know that from the soft launch, the game added a brand new Arena Pass, a new Hunter in Aaron Tool, which is tied to that Arena Pass initially, and will become available for free for everyone after this season ends, as well as a brand new map in Vespara Row. Now, I'm kind of expecting that to be the seasonal case as we go on. I imagine we will probably get a brand new Hunter possibly every season, but a new Hunter every 2 months is definitely pushing it a little bit, I think. So perhaps we'll probably get one every 2 seasons maybe, or sometimes we'll get one every season for a bit and then there'll be a bit of a break. I think it'll just be up and down, so we'll just have to wait and see. I think we could definitely see Chaos come to the game, who's the KX droid, because we saw his model in the launch trailer and other marketing for that. So I think he's definitely on the way, and I am going to do a bit more of a proper in-depth video about that soon. But I think it's very much a case of every single season we can obviously expect a brand new Arena Pass, which comes with a ton of cosmetics, along with a new ranked season, which means that we'll get even more cosmetics from that. We'll then also get plenty more cosmetics from events, hopefully new quest lines, and from the in-game store as well. So there's going to be loads of those every single season, I'm sure. And then as for the maps, then hopefully we'll get at least one map every couple of months as well. That would be really nice. Sometimes it would be nice to get 2 maps a season as well, but again, I think it's just one of those things that will probably go up and down a bit. It really just depends on how many they were working on and have in the backlog from the soft launch, but I think we could definitely expect to see plenty of maps in this game. And also, if they are introducing new modes, then obviously it means that we should hopefully get some new maps for those modes as well that are specific to them. A bit like Hutball and Escort, they all have their own unique maps that aren't on any of the others currently in the game, and vice versa. You don't play Escort on Mos Espa Way Station, for example. So I think the expectation can definitely be tons of cosmetics, and then hopefully at least one Hunter and one map every season. If not once every 2 seasons, I think is definitely realistic, as that's kind of a 4-month period. But hopefully it will definitely be more regular than that, but we will just have to wait and see. I think we could also every now and again get more features, like hopefully we'll get a clans feature at some point, or at least a guild system. In-game chat could be useful, but I imagine that would be extremely toxic. And then just other general features and new game modes as well. I think over the years we'll hopefully get plenty of those as well, just to completely evolve the game and shape it into the great potential that it has. Now, to talk about how realistic this is, it's going to be a bit difficult to say right now, as the game's only been out for about a week now, but so far the reception to the game has been incredibly positive, and I think plenty of people are spending money on the game as well. But obviously without any hard sales figures and numbers, I can't really say whether or not it's realistic, but I think it absolutely could happen, and I obviously would love to see it happen. Plenty of games nowadays last for such a long time. If you look at something like Rainbow Six Siege, that is a console game and PC, and that's been around for about 10 years now. Overwatch felt like it was around for a while, and obviously is now Overwatch 2. But then there are plenty of mobile games out there as well that have been going on for ages as well. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, for example, I think is in its 10th year now, or has been around for 10 years already, and that shows absolutely no signs of stopping anytime soon. Fortnite's obviously been around for a while as well, and other mobile games like Raid Shadow Legends, that game's been around for a while. I'm pretty sure when I was still in school that was being memed about with sponsored videos and things. So yeah, games these days as a service, if they're successful enough, can last such a long time, and I think Star Wars Hunters absolutely has the potential to go and do that. So I do have a lot of faith that the game could potentially last for a decade at least, which no doubt means we'll have thousands of cosmetics in the game, possibly about 50 odd different hunters to play as, countless maps, quite a few modes, and just so much more. The game has huge amounts of potential and I really want to see that being utilised, so hopefully it will, but we will ultimately just have to wait and see. I definitely think it's been a strong start to the game though, so hopefully we'll get to find out some official numbers fairly soon. But that is it from me today. Let me know what you think of this in the comments below. Do you think Star Wars Hunters could go on for at least 10 years worth of content? Thank you all very much for watching, and may the Force be with you always.